Hey y'all, so this video is a little long, but a few folk have requested to see my scrap space, and voila, this is it. It is in the corner of my kitchen and right next to my family room. And I have to tell you, I love it. This is where I work on my project life each and every week. So I thought I would take a little bit of time and just show you what I have here, my essential supplies, and hopefully you learn something, see something that's useful to you, and maybe you can make a little change like I did. So first off, I brought the table, this leaning white table, upstairs. It was in my basement. It was my sewing table. I had my sewing machine on it. I no longer have the sewing machine, and so now I have it in the corner, and I'm able to put my goodies right here. So you see my labels, you see my little jar with my scissors, my little stash with my cutter, my punch, and that type of thing. It's also great because I can have the other items that I need accessible to me right here and at my fingertips. And it's just enough work table space for me. And so right above my head, I have my Project Life Studio Calico monthly kit. I just started getting this in January and I love it. Before, I was just using up old supplies that I had and cutting my 12 by 12 papers down to a usable size. So I like having the monthly kit. One, I can budget, and two, it allows me to get some new and fun supplies. My wood veneer little stash is there, and a few items are up above in this other mason jar. I also keep a handful of paints on hand as well to use. They're my babies. Can you believe they're so big? They're 13 and 9 now. Once upon a time, they were so small and cute. So I like having pictures of them right next to me. So in addition to having this white leaning table, having this IKEA cart has been absolutely spectacular. It allows me to get just the items that I need and have them next to me. So I have more printables, some Martha Stewart labels, some other printable items, not just from Studio Calico, but from other places as well, like this Week in Review card. I'm not sure where I found it. I like the Tim Holtz little alpha letters. I purchased a whole bunch because I was afraid they'd stop making them. I like my thickers and some other items. I also have some of these authentic letters and words, and then I print off a whole bunch of Studio Calico labels, and because I don't have a silhouette whenever I'm watching TV, I'll just kind of clip the labels out, and then I always have an ample supply when I need it. So I have just enough. If I need more thickers, more labels, more stickers, whatever, I can always go to the basement and get additional supplies out of my scrap room. But I really don't like working down there. I don't get the natural sunlight. So on the top shelf here, I also have this little plastic carrier. I think I picked it up from Target. It allows me to keep ephemera and sparkly things and other goodies, and it works really nicely. So I have my roller stamps here with dates and other little icons. And then these little plastic cases are absolutely excellent. So I keep thread and needle in one of them. I have other random bits, some old kit pieces that I also keep, and tags and tickets in there. The next one I'm going to show you includes my rub-ons, and then I have my tape, and I just have the tape that I want to use. I have more tape downstairs, but that's more than enough tape right there. So what I decided to do was to pare down. Let's go back to basics. And the same with my stamps. I have tons of stamps, foam stamps, letter stamps, hard stamps. I can't and don't need all of them upstairs with me. So by paring down, it allows me to keep the things that I'm really in love with at this moment. And I move things around. Some things are in, some things are out for me. And so I'm kind of constantly decluttering for myself. But just kind of having the basics and essentials has been really emancipating, and it's allowed me to be much more creative by having just what I need. And it's the same with my punches as well. I have just what I need. I need my circles, I need my tags, a butterfly, that type of thing. I recently brought up these edge punches, and if I use them, great. If I don't, I will probably put them back downstairs and make space for something else. So the nice thing about this cart is that it gives me that flexibility. to add things and to take things away as needed. So, in addition, I have these two little wicker baskets. The typewriter I found for free. My office was throwing it out. It was in the dumpster. I grabbed it, and it's been wonderful. And then I have my additional Becky Higgins um, Project Life cards in here. So I absolutely use those as well. I think that's more than enough. I'm committed to not buying any more for a while, particularly because I have the Studio Calico monthly kit. My Big Shots in here, I do use that pretty regularly, and I decided to pare down in terms of my embossing folders and in terms of my dies. So I picked the ones that I use or will use on a regular basis. I don't need the Christmas tree. I don't need a lot of the kind of holiday or seasonal dies on a regular basis. So those stay in the basement. I have my pocket folders. I have a few 12 by 12 and some random things in the bottom. But pretty much my 12 by 12 papers, they stay downstairs in an organizer. I don't need all of that upstairs. And again, because I've really moved mainly toward Project Life, having a bunch of just extra stuff that I'm not going to access on a regular basis is unnecessary. And I like being in the middle of the house. I like being in the action. I love that my little guy can do his homework right next to me. I love that my husband can watch TV in the evening and we can have a conversation about his day or my day rather than me being tucked away in the basement. So this has worked just fabulously. And I don't think I'll go back to the basement for a while. For right now, this works for me. Having the monthly kit works for me. And I think the main thing as a crafter, as a project lifer, as a scrapbooker, is to figure out what's working for you now and not be afraid of changing when it no longer works for you. So those are my tips. I hope you found this useful. And go forth and create beautiful things. Try new things. And change your mind or change your space or move things around. It's okay. I think sometimes we think, well, I decided to do this or I decided that I wanted to have this particular room. And it's okay to do something new. It's okay. So let go, be creative, have fun, change your mind, and most of all, have fun. Bye.